All right, welcome back, everyone. So, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, the final expansion is in full force, and even this launch trailer is called Final Quest. So, yeah, we're definitely finalizing the chapter of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which, again, one of the best games of all time. I said it in my review. And it's just an amazing experience, and it's something that if you haven't played it yet, you really have to dive in. You're not going to be disappointed, but you really have to just let the world just take you for a ride. It's not one of those games that is necessarily quote unquote fun. I mean, it is fun, but it's just like that word gets thrown around so loosely in the video game industry, and when people talk about video games and cover it, that it almost just doesn't make sense sometimes. It's like, was The Last of Us fun? No, it was an experience. You experienced The Last of Us. The Witcher 3 is very much that. Very serious in tone, a lot of different types of themes that are very leaning towards the darker side, and obviously had some humor and some bright side to it as well. And then, yeah, I guess you can make an argument that it was fun, a lot of fun to experience that. But at the same time, I mean, it's a very different type of feeling when you boot up Overwatch to when you boot up The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt or The Last of Us or something more serious in tone. But yeah, again, fantastic game. So let's just go ahead. I've been talking about this for a while now, especially in my last reaction of the Region trailer, that this was probably going to be a better produced one, official. But it seems shorter, but still, we're going to get a better understanding of what exactly we're going to be getting from the Blood and Wine expansion with the launch trailer. So let's just go ahead, enough of me talking, and watch. An excellent send-off to the series I've become so attached to.
A good life is best described using simple words. Honor, wisdom, valor. The virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us. They became a code, our code.
Oh, wow. Interesting choice of music.
Some say we strayed from the path of virtue, and a god sent the beast to teach us a lesson.
I say we simply hire a beast slayer.
Don't let them fool you into thinking it's just another contract.
Oh!
This land has never seen such unspeakable evil.
Vampires, that's what I'm talking about.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Exactly how I remembered it.
God, so gorgeous. So gorgeous. May 31st, so soon. I'm going to be getting a ton of hours in on Doom, Overwatch, and that's pretty much right. Doom, Overwatch, until then, Mirror's Edge, but this one comes out before that. Again, a lot more colorful environments. They do such a good job of making sure that they have a deep story, because The Witcher 3 they obviously emphasized a open world storytelling that we haven't really seen before in any other game of its genre. So we're going to be expecting not a brand new story. I mean, everything has a thread, a connection to the previous things that we've played, but still it's very much like, it feels like its own thing. And that's what good expansions do. It feels like an old school expansion. It feels like something that the developers really wanted to make its own thing, its own standalone game, that you were going to finish and you felt like you just got that much more of an understanding of the world and of the story. And it's just, they do such a good job of making sure that you get the most out of that universe with these two expansions that have released, the last one is going to release really soon. I have no worries that I'm going to be getting the amount of content that I want out of it. It's just a matter of whether the writing and all that stuff comes together. But again, with the main game, with the HOS expansion, the first expansion, I mean, I have no worries about this game. And certain developers give that kind of confidence, or give that kind of feeling that you're going to be okay. That no matter, even if you do spend $25 on the season pass or whatever, you are going to be getting something substantial. And that's what CD Projekt Red has done in the last year and a half. They have convinced me that they're a serious developer, that they have a serious studio full of talented people, and they're going to be giving you something that you're not going to regret. And that's what you got with the Witcher 3 main game, and what you're going to get with the not Hearts of Stone, but the Blood and Wine expansion. So again, I'm telling you guys, if you're not caught up, get started, boot up that game, and start playing, because it's just let it take you for one hell of a ride, man. Toussaint looks great. Weird choice of music, not gonna lie. I felt like it didn't fit with it at all. But yet again, you know, we've seen a whole lot of Witcher 3 trailers now with very specific kind of music that fits the world very well. So maybe they wanted to switch things up a little bit. But, you know, this is a final launch trailer for the final piece of The Witcher 3, which is, you know, it's a very special kind of trailer for a very special kind of game. So you want to make sure you don't, you know, mess things up too bad. But yet again, it's whatever. It's just a trailer. That music is not going to be going off in the background while you're playing the game, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, weird choice of music. In the end, it's all about the visuals, all about the content within. What that trailer showed me is that it's going to have a really interesting story, beautiful, beautiful world that looks distinct and different from the ones we've experienced in the past. But still, you know, it still feels like something that belongs in that world. So it's not too different to the point where it's like, oh, I feel like they just got extremely creative, but to the point where it just doesn't make me feel like it's even part of the same world that I remember. So yeah, I think they found a nice little balance, and I want to see how they combine that whole Blood and Wine dynamic. And again, we got interesting monsters now. I mean, not that we didn't have interesting monsters before, but again, they're not just grabbing, copy and pasting what they had before. They're doing some new things. So I'm excited, man. Let me know how excited you guys are. May 31st is the date. And of course, if you hate me, you know what to do. If you like me, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys all in the next one.